It's staying right there, Grandy. You're running the Players Alliance, which is, really been an awesome thing, and what you guys are doing, trying to get the youth, especially the Black youth, involved with baseball. Can you talk about what is the goal of the Player Alliance, and what, when you guys go into those inner cities, what are you trying to get these kids to do?
The biggest thing with the Players Alliance is we started that with, unfortunately, around the untimely death of George Floyd in 2020, when everybody was at home, having nothing to do because we're in the middle of a pandemic, and then all eyes were on this incident. And a lot of the Black players came together, not for the first time, because we had been trying to do this for a few years prior before, but just things happen, life happened, games, seasons. We weren't able to consistently do it. But Cameron Maben, Dee Gordon, and Edwin Jackson were the three individuals that helped spearhead this to bring together over 150 former and current major league and minor league Black ball players together to say, we got to do a little more than just post something on social media, just make this video. We want to make sure that there's opportunities that have benefited us that can ultimately benefit these communities, whether that's introduction to the game, whether that's getting an opportunity to play at the next level, whether that's college or hopefully, potentially, fingers crossed, the professional level. But as difficult as it is, you can still have careers in this game. Coaching, managing, umpiring, front office, scoreboard, tech, all these different avenues that this great game of baseball has provided for so many other individuals. We want to make sure those opportunities are going to be available for the communities that we all grew up in, call home, and places that we played in, such as Detroit, where you and I played at, Case.
Yeah. What is the biggest reason, though, Granny? Like, why are not a lot of Black players playing Major League Baseball? Like, what is that reason?
Well, a lot of people think that there's not a lot of kids playing. And surprisingly, if you go around to all these different showcases and tournaments that are all over the U.S. right now that have become the big thing, you do see a lot of Black kids that are playing, especially a lot of Black kids whose parents were playing at the big league level. For example, Cam Collier, whose father is Lou Collier, former MLB player. It's one of the top kids in the country right now. CC Sabathia's son, Little C, is another top kid, just signed to go to Georgia Tech. So these are just a handful of some of the players that are playing at the amateur level. And there's many more that where those came from. The biggest thing is you want to make sure that any potential challenge or obstacle that might be in front of these kids' opportunity are removed, such as the cost of playing, all the travel, such as having the equipment. I don't know about you, Case, but the last time you try to buy a metal bat, it'll shock you how much they cost.
$400.
It's crazy.
$300.
And you can't use it the next year. If you grow or your age level or your league changes or they make a rule change, you can't use that bat again. So these are all just challenges just to step on the field, let alone practice, play, train, travel, all that other stuff. So these are some of the things that we want to try to eliminate and make sure that, hey, if you want to play, you can play. That's the big thing. It's not going to be because you got priced out of the game. And unfortunately, that's where we are in some of these places.
Are you finding that most of the groups who kind of, you guys join with and where you're going to these places, are you sure that they're all being sincere in saying, oh yeah, we want to help you? Or because, this day and age, there's a lot of companies out there and everything. It's just like, oh, we should do this or we should do that so we don't get in trouble. Have you found a lot of good assistance from the joint movements you've done with other places? Or have you found any struggles with getting out there, or for the most part, have people helped you guys out enough?
For the most part, everyone has been all on board. The fact that you've seen so many individuals collectively come together and the star power behind it. We have MVPs and Cy Youngs and World Series champs and all these different individuals, both old and young, top prospects and players that have just retired, all coming together and getting out there. So a lot of people want to partner with that.
Great.
But to your point, we also want to make sure that they're just not checking the box and saying, oh yeah, we just did a great thing. Check and we're done. It's been amazing to see the number of people that show up, including our non-Black ball players, players such as Cody Bellinger, Clayton Kershaw, Kevin Pillar, Brett Gardner, Adam Ottavino, all were physically there when we did our cross-country 33-city tour that expand all over the country during COVID, handing out COVID supplies, handing out baseball equipment, and handing out food at a especially dire time where the food insecurity was so high. These players were out there next to the other Black players in this game saying, I want to be a part of this. I want to help because I believe in this cause. And those have been great things to see.
That's awesome.
Grandy, that's so awesome, dude. Obviously, a lot of guys spearheading the Players Alliance. A lot of good friends of mine. I'm here wherever if you ever need me, I'm here for you guys. We're all fired up that you guys are spearheading it, and it's just a wonderful thing.